Hello world. Look, strawberry shake. Huh. I know. It's a brand new day. I decided I wanted the strawberry dairy-free shake this morning. So cheers, good morning. This is Barbie Lee. This is Shake Talk. This is a really simple concept that we've got going on here. I am all about quality of life assurance. Hey Jess, good morning. So I'm all about quality of life assurance. And for me, that means living from a better body and a better bank account. So we do this. I do this here on my page. I talk about things, just anything. Currently, we've been doing the 15 commitments of conscious leadership. We're on our final review of the book, so there it is right there. And on my business page, Quality of Life, we talk about the food and the network marketing and all that kind of stuff. So please make sure you're following me on both pages, because here we are. Look at that. It kind of does. Thanks for noticing, David. Good morning, my friend. All right. So we're talking about these 15 commitments of conscious leadership. And as I said along, the strawberry dairy-free is so good. I forget. I get so caught up in my chocolate mint. Anyway, so we've been talking about, the book talks about being above the line and below the line, whereas I like to use the terms conscious and unconscious, just because above the line, below the line sounds judgy to me, right? I would rather say to myself, am I being a conscious or am I unconscious in this moment? Meaning, am I letting my patterns lead me through life, right? So if I want to be conscious and I want to have this juicy and delicious, this quality of life that I'm creating, oh yay, Jessica likes it too, the dairy-free. If I want this quality of life that I'm creating, I have to be absolutely conscious to it, right? So we talked about yesterday, taking radical responsibility, learning through curiosity, feeling all feelings, speaking candidly, and eliminating gossip, right? So when I first went through this book, right, there's the 15 commitments, and I have all the pictures of them and such. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good at that. I'm good with that, you know, and it wasn't coming from ego. It was like, I've been doing so much freaking work on myself that I take radical responsibility. I even take responsibility sometimes for things that are not my fault. So for example, there was an icky experience at Canada Post, and this guy was really irate and everything. And I said to the ladies, I said, I am so sorry that you had that experience. I had nothing to do with the experience. I was just there. But I was able to take responsibility in the sense that this guy was really mean to them. So I said, no, you guys have amazing customer service. You've been really fabulous, blah, blah, blah. So that's how I take responsibility. It's not that I'm taking blame. So keep in mind, that's very different, right? Anyway, so we're going to talk about eliminating gossip, practicing integrity, generating appreciation, excelling in your zone of genius, and living a life of rest and play. Now, remember what I said, this is all about quality of life. Oh, Jess, that's a great way of seeing it versus the line thing. Thanks. I prefer the conscious and unconscious. So when I'm looking at these next group of 5 commitments, this practicing integrity, right? We were talking about it in church on Sunday, and it was like, integrity just means being okay with yourself, right? Feeling good about your decisions and making a choice, right? Being in integrity. And, you know, for me, it's about, you know, there's people have different rules, different things that they believe, all that kind of stuff, right? But to me, being in integrity for myself is simply, I do what feels right for me. Now, people could take that and twist it and go, well, I like being mad at people. No, actually, you really don't. If you really looked at how you're being mean to people, you wouldn't really like it. You just feel comfortable because that's where you've been for a long time. So for me, being integrity is about knowing that I'm on the right path because I'm going with the flow. I'm not in argument. I'm not in defense. I'm not in you know, defiance or anything. I'm just simply going with the flow, right? To me, that's integrity. Generating appreciation. This is about gratitude. You know me. I have been talking about gratitude for I don't know how long, like forever, right? I got a couple of ice cubes. They didn't blend in my shake this morning, and they're in my way of drinking my shake. So when you hear that slurpy sound, it's because I caught an ice cube. I don't eat it. Okay, so it's about gratitude. We all understand the importance of gratitude. Waking up every morning and just spending like 5 or 10 minutes really just being grateful. A, that you woke up, right? That you woke up. Maybe your alarm went off and maybe you have a job to go to. I don't care if you like your job, you have a job to go to, right? You can pay your bills. You have technology to be watching this. Like, there's all kinds of things to be grateful for, right? This one's really important to me, excelling in your zone of genius. And I really challenge you to go back and listen to the week that we talked about this, because excelling in your zone of genius is not about doing something you're good at. It's about living a life that makes you feel amazing, right? Allowing you to be who you want to be. And this is what I say about my church. It allows me to be Barbie Lee. I get to help people. I get to organize events. I get to volunteer. I get to help people have amazing experiences at different things. This is what I love to do. This is what puts me in the flow. This is, no secret why I migrated towards network marketing, that I get to help a lot of people, right? So excelling in your zone of genius, if you're in a job that you do really well and it's okay, then you're probably in your zone of excellence, but not necessarily your zone of genius. So I'm just going to challenge you to really take a look at your zone of genius. And the question in the book was really simple. It said, what work do you love to do that doesn't seem like work? What aspects of your life generates the highest ratio of positive results compared to time spent? And I put genius equals juice, right? That's how it feels to me. It's when I'm juicy. It's when I'm like, this is good. Like, I can do this forever, right? People always say, you're always so busy and you got so much. No. I plan to be blissfully productive so I can feel jazzed and juiced and make sure that all my little things in between are all filled up, right? All right. Then we have living a life of play and rest. This is so important. You know that expression, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy? Well, it's true. If you're not doing something that brings you joy and happiness and fun and laughter, then life is boring, right? Now you might say, it's okay, I really enjoy watching TV. No one enjoys sitting there and staring at a screen. What you're enjoying is the lack of thinking, right? The fact that you don't have to, you can be totally mindless. Oh, my shirt's all dark. You can be totally mindless and you don't have to worry about your life. That's why people enjoy watching TV. Now, you might enjoy watching a movie once in a while because it's really entertaining and it brings you in through this roller coaster of emotions that are going to end at the end of the movie. That's a joy. But really true life, sitting and watching TV for 3 or 4 hours a day, is not something you enjoy. What you're enjoying is escaping from your life. So keep that in mind, all right? David says, looks like a great book. Haven't heard about it. As always, love your recommendation. Oh, good. David, you haven't been following me for the last 16 weeks then, because I've been talking about this book. See, I know who's been following me. It's okay. I've hashtagged 15 commitments of conscious leadership, so you can go through and you can watch them all. All right. Then we're into exploring the opposite. This one's really great because if you're in an argument with somebody or you see something you don't like, then you can explore the opposite. What if, right? So this is my favorite game to play. I'm driving along, la, 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 and I'm usually singing. And I was like, feel better when I'm dancing. Oh, yeah. And I'm singing usually some sort of Meghan Trainor. And if somebody cuts me off, right? And I'll go, oh, yay, you're having a baby. Go get it. Go get it. And people in my car or whatever, sometimes they look at me and go, I'm like, well, I could make up a story that they cut me off because they're a jerk, or I can make up a story that they're excited because they're having a baby or they're having a granddaughter or anything exciting like that, because it makes me feel better. I'm exploring the opposite, just saying. All right. And then, that's the last one, exploring the opposite. Oh, and then next week we'll do the rest. So here's my bottom line, right? So, and Friday I'll do a quick summary of the last 5 pieces as well. But here's the bottom line. Life is way too short just to sit back and watch it go by, right? If you're just sitting there going, oh, that's nice. Oh, look, they're having so much fun. If you're just sitting back and watching life go by, what's the purpose, right? What if you looked at life as a participatory sport, right? That you actually got involved, right? Jessica says, fun and happy stories are better. Absolutely. There's a lot going on in my life, travel agent training, plus 50th high school reunion. Oh, right. And a father-in-law funeral. Make it fun, David. My mom's funeral was a blast. The sound tech said, best effing funeral I'd ever been to. Anyway, so even that can be fun. So your quality of life is every minute of every day. Feed your body well. feed your bank account, get yourself a nice network marketing side gig, and live a juicy and delicious life. And always make good choices.